Alright, so alright, so trying to get in the habit of better recording the testimonies and the things that happen to me that are pretty spectacular. Okay. Trying to get in a better habit of recording the testimonies and the things that happen to me. So, I'm on the way to work. Time is short, but I give us a mind to multitask. So that which I will do, I will multitask. So I hope this can be heard. I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can. Really. All right. So on May 16th, 2024, in Houston, we had this event called Derecho. Some kind of crazy windstorm event. Some people are, I'm not going to make the assumptions. I'm going to state my facts. I don't have to be believed. So I was at the doctor's office. It's so funny. It's really at my therapist's office, right? So I'm going to be transparent. I was at my therapist's office, and I came in early because I like to study for this test I'm trying to take, or this test I'm about to pass. I like to study for it in advance. I like to study for the test in advance. So I went to the doctor's office very early before my appointment because I was off and I wanted to study for the test. So I go to the doctor's office. I park in one spot on the side of the building that I'm supposed to be in. Then I change my mind and I move to another parking space. I sit in the car for a while, then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to study in the car, so I'm just going to bring my book in the office. So I bring my book in the office, and I'm sitting down, studying for a little while. I think it's maybe 45 minutes before my appointment. So I'm sitting there. It's just me in the office. I enter the office, and if I could describe the way it looks, is you enter through a glass door, like glass, and the handle in the middle. You push the door in. You enter through that door. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 chairs on one side, 2 chairs on the other side, a little bench where 2 people can sit. And the very front, when you first enter the office, is the sliding glass window where you can sign in. But they got like iPad sign in, so nobody's there. It's after hours, so it's like after 5, so nobody's there. It's just I'm in the lobby. So I usually come late when I'm off because I'm in the lobby. So I'm sitting in the lobby. I'm studying. Nobody's there. It's sunny outside. So, even though I don't watch the weather, I didn't get anything on my phone saying we finna have a catastrophic event. So I'm like, chilling. I'm not stressed about the weather or nothing like that. I'm just studying. So a few moments go by, and I get 2 alerts on my phone that say tornado alert. Get down, find shelter. It's not a, I don't know what the difference is, but it's not one where they're suggesting it might be. It's not like a warning. It's this is going to happen. Get under somewhere. Stay away from glass windows. Stay away from glass doors. And I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie, shoot it off. I was like, man, whatever. This is Houston. We don't get tornadoes. We don't get, last thing we had was Harvey. This is Houston. Texas has real bad attitude when it comes to things like that. Nah, man, this is, nah. Like that kind of attitude. So, I shoo it off. About 1 minute later, I'm getting up. Yeah, so my friend calls me at the same time I'm getting up to go look outside, because since all the windows and everything is glass, I am noticing it's getting darker outside, like quickly. Just looking like, nah, it's getting darker, like, nah. So I go and my friend calls me. She says, "Hey, Christina, we gotta pray. My kids at the daycare, and it's talking about a tornado alert." At the very moment when she says something about it's a tornado alert, I'm looking through the glass window. I kid you not, a tornado is formed before my very eyeballs. It's so debilitating at what I'm seeing, right? It's literally so debilitating at what I'm seeing. I'm stepping back, like my foot one behind another. I'm stepping back away from the door. And I'm trying to talk on the phone at the same time because I don't want her to hear the fear in my voice. She's concerned about her kids at daycare because of the tornado alert. And I'm looking at one. And I'm just like, yeah, we could pray. We could pray, yeah. We could pray. So I'm not letting on how much danger I'm actually coming to the realization that I'm in. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah. So I'm backing away from the door, like OMG, I'm backing away from the door. I'm looking around like there's nowhere to go to while I'm trying to carry on this conversation. Right? Girl, I know you lying. So I'm looking back and I'm trying to carry on this conversation. I'm asking her about the kids. The daycare's not answering. She's concerned. She has one child who is this party is made. She has one child who's not feeling good. She had pink eye, and so she couldn't go to the daycare at the time. And I think this was the 4-year-old, right? 3 or 4. I really gotta keep up with the ages, but she's 3 or 4-year-old. And she has that child, so I'm on the phone with her. I'm looking around. I even tap the door where you go in to see the doctor. The door is locked. I'm like, and yeah, pride. I could have banged on the door and said, "Hey, somebody let me in. Here's a tornado." But I'm just like, I'm still, well, one, I'm like, this ain't real. And two, I don't want to be overreacting. Houston don't have tornadoes. So I'm like, oh God. I sit back in the chair. And I'm just like, I'm praying. And I'm looking out the window, and it's to the point where I know what I saw. I know I saw the tornado forming. All this happened so fast. It went completely black. When I say black, I couldn't see my car. I couldn't see the sidewalk outside. I couldn't see anything other than black and circulating wind. The circulating wind it wasn't on the glass. I could see that though. I could see the leaves bamming up against. I could see the branches. Larger and larger branches are coming up against the glass. I could see that. I couldn't see the wind up against the window yet. So as I see the door trying to swing open, I say whatever. I get on my hands and knees and I get as far close to the door as possible. But I have no shield, no shelter, nothing to hold on to, nothing to grip, nothing. I have nothing to to sturdy myself. I'm completely vulnerable. I'm behind a chair. I'm like, I've been the chair down, so where the chair is like, at least that part is covering my head, but I'm so vulnerable from every end. And I'm praying with her. We're praying, and the prayer is surface at the beginning. It's coming from a place of fear, but eventually the prayer is like, I'll say this. The longer this went on, and it got to the point where we're just praying for the kids, we're praying for ourselves, we're praying. The thing is here, my friend, she I haven't heard her pray in a very long time. I hear myself praying. I hear her praying. We're not even praying together. We're praying all at once. Then I hear her telling the child what to say. Protect my brothers and sisters. Little baby, protect my brothers and sisters. I'm like, what? I'm so shocked. I'm speaking in tongues, but I'm not. And I realize she don't understand that, so I stop. But I'm so afraid. I'm looking outside. I'm like, oh my God. I'm gonna die, bro. I'm gonna die. So I'm like, yeah, she gonna have to be all right. I'm fixing to speak in tongues because she don't know. To this day, she don't know the danger I was in. She called me for prayer. So I just straight out blurt and say, and I'm like, God, protect me, protect me. After I get through praying for the kids, I'm like, God, I need your protection. And so I don't know. All I know is the top of my body, like I'm praying from right here, from where we normally pray, our throats, our mouth. But it's so weird. I can't describe it. The tornado, the wind is circulating on the glass now. This is how I know this is a testimony, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. The wind is circulating on the glass. The door's opening back and forth, but the wind's not coming in. I'm looking at the wind on the glass, and the more fear I feel, the more things are appearing to be worsening. We finish praying. We pray, right? We finish praying, and things get quiet for a second. And I'm like able to breathe and try to take in what's happening. In an instant, it starts up again. My friend, unbeknownst to me, she hangs, like she clicks over the phone, and the daycare is talking to her, letting know the kids are all right. But I can't stop praying. It's at this point where we're praying for people. She keeps coming back and forth on the call, still praying, but I know I'm praying for people, and I hear her praying for people we don't like, praying for all the homeless people of the city, praying for everybody that is in danger, praying for everybody that is vulnerable, everybody that's that could be hurt because of this storm. So we just praying. I'm praying for the doctor lady. What is that beep? I'm praying for the doctor lady. It's a pediatrics office not too far from there. I'm praying for the pediatrician. I'm praying for the therapist. I'm praying for the clients, whoever else is in there. Mess with my window. I'm praying for everybody. And so what I notice is, as the storm is worsening, the door's swinging open now. Water and branches are flying in the area where I'm at. What I'm noticing is, the more I focus on the storm, the worse it gets. I'm literally looking at the wind, and the more I focus on it, the actual worse it gets. So I end up focusing more on the prayer. As I'm focusing more on the prayer, I don't close my eyes. I'm still looking at the storm, but the more I focus on the prayer, the more the prayer comes from a different place. I can actually feel what they say when they say that the prayers comes from your stomach, like you praying from the pit of your belly. Like I felt the prayer coming